Sanibonani, sanibingelela kwi-podcast affirmation le inkulumo ngxoxo ekhethekile esiba nayo la sibheka khona ikakhulukazi-ke izinto ezenzakalayo ikakhulukazi-ke uma sibheka kwezombusazwe kanjalo-ke ipolitiki. Igama lami uSihle Ngwasikhakhane, sizohlala nawe-ke la ney'hambeli zami enginazo njengoba-ke sikhuluma udaba olubaluleke ngendlela eyisimanga esilibonayo neselithe laphinde lwavuka futhi ey'thebeni la esaziyo ukuthi-ke kwabulawa-ke umholi owayebukeka ewumuntu oza kahle kakhulu ikakhulukazi-ke kwezopolitiki uSindiso Magaqa. Udaba-ke lolu olwathatha labeka amehlo eNingizimu Afrika ikakhulukazi-ke nesifundazwe. Abantu abaningi balilandela balibheka ukuthi ingabe ingampela-ke luzogcina liphethe kanjani. Ihambile-ke iminyaka kuthe-ke nje ey'nyangeni ezimbalwa ezedlule kwayila siphinde sibona futhi-ke kuqala phansi-ke manje-ke kuba sengazi ukuthi khona iminyakazo eyenzakalayo. Yingakho-ke sithe la as podcast affirmation asiphinde-ke silande la ikakhulukazi-ke umhlaziyi wezepolitiki Mr. Siphamandla Mhlongo esinaye namhlanje ozokwazi ukuthi yena-ke alibheke ngesayidi lezepolitiki ukuthi mhlawumbe ingabe-ke lolu daba lizohamba ligcinephi futhi kungani ludileke isikhathi eside kangako. Khona-ke la no-Mr. Sihle Mavuso naye oyintatheli naye esithe asimbize siyazi-ke yena uhlezi eyilandela kuzona zonke-ke lezi ndaba. Gentlemen, ngiyanimukela, asiqale ngawe Njomane, siyabingelela, siyakwamukela kwi-podcast affirmation.
Sibingelele Sihle, sibingelele abalaleli baye-podcast affirmation nababukelayo ku-YouTube.
Mr. Mavuso, sibonga kakhulu mfethu ukuthi ube khona. Siyakwazi sikubonile ugijima all over uyikhava lezi ndaba. Welcome to i-podcast affirmation. Siyabonga kakhulu. Asikumukele-ke nawe obukele njengamanje lapha on YouTube noma ngithi-ke on Facebook and also on TikTok. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ube kanye nathi. Singajabula kakhulu ukuthi ushare nabanye ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi babuke kanye nathi. Just share on your timeline, share wherever so that sizokwazi ukuthi si-interact. Feel free also ukuthi-ke ukwazi ukuthi ucommente lapha ikakhulukazi-ke on the comment section. Sikhuluma udaba la esaziyo ukuthi one way or the other liyasithinta nathi ikakhulukazi njengabahlali base-South Africa, ikakhulukazi futhi njengabavoti baseNingizimu Afrika. Mr. Mavuso, ngicela ukuthi siqale ngawe. Asibheke noSindiso Magaqa ukuthi mhlampe yini le eyamenza wagqama ikakhulukazi-ke la emkhakheni wezepolitiki. In short, sizama ukuthi sibuyekeze nalo bengamazi ukuthi yiphi le role abeyidlala ikakhulukazi ngalezi ayikhathi kwipolitiki yaseNingizimu Afrika.
Oh, well, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Magaqa was a prominent ANC click figure. I'm sure abaningi bazomkhumbula ukuthi wawu-Secretary General ngenkathi i-ANC click kusayi-ANC click, not now, not this youth league. At that time they were radical. Waseva together with Julius Malema ose-EFF, waseva no-Ronald Lamola, waseva nje nabanye. So khumbula ukuthi bona babephusha i-agenda ye-economic freedom in our lifetime. Now, so khumbula ukuthi Mr. Malema bame-expel against around 2012. At that time, Mr. Malema moved almost with yonke igang aseva nayo ku-youth league baya ku-EFF.
Yes.
But uSindiso Magaqa didn't leave the ANC. He believed in the ANC. It paid off. I'm sure you remember the interview as well. Fikile Mbalula later. uSindiso Magaqa at some point he had some financial difficulties. Yet at that time he would have joined the EFF for 2013, my form issue, 2014 I'm by parliament and have PECs. But he said, no, I'm going to stick around because I still believe in the ANC. He only joined the Masipala after 2016. You remember what he my local government elections in 2016. Actually, for almost 4 years, he had no income. One of the first things my figure up called Masipala he realized, no man, these people are not serving. I mean, the councillors, the council is not serving the people. There is massive looting. And he started speaking out. My issues now. So eventually in July 2017, they shot him. Was survived by a special. And you remember there were several attempts that a special to poison him because they wanted him gone at any cost. But to cut a long story short, he prominence he shot to prominence between 2011 because you remember 2011 Babelo Pisha was working up structures ANC league and then up until 2017 when they assassinated him.
Yeah, no, iyezwakala. Siyabonga futhi ukuthi usithathe usibuyisele emuva usikhumbuze nokuzinye zezinto ezathi zenzeka ikakhulukazi ngaleso sikhathi. Then fast forward, it's 2025 now.
Yeah.
Mhlambe imapha ama developments okuyiwona ke asekhona ke ikakhulukazi kulona leli cala lokubulawa kwakho Sindiso.
I'm glad that these developments, esiwabonayo manje, a confession by one of the hitmen,
Yeah.
it's finally out there. We must also be proud as South Africans ukuthi kunama civil servants. Noma ngabe ganga kuphi khona abantu who are always ready to stand up and say no, can't do this. There was an intelligence officer, I think he's still in hiding right now. As early as 2018, 2019, I'm sure those who were covering the story, they will remember that they used to interact with him, and he was using a satellite phone at that time to call the media. You see the number, 8 abaneng or 7 abaneng, couldn't call back the number. He kept on speaking about this thing. Sindiso Magaqa was not only killed by his comrades within the ANC, the state was also involved. Some rogue police officers were also involved. You'll also remember Morane Commission. Please remind me, was it 2017, 18?
Yeah, it was 2018, just after the passing of Sindiso.
Yeah, thank you. Now that I remember that I was working for the New Age at that time and I was covering the Morane Commission. There is Uthabiso Zulu, Les Tuta. Yeah. Those were the guys abaya ku Morane Commission. Bafike basho exactly what the ngabi esikusho manje ukuthi Magaqa was assassinated by my comrades within the ANC Kwala region. Now, some figures at that time, they were prominent in KwaZulu-Natal in the PC. One of them is now with the ANC of the ANC. So these developments, if you've been following the story, they are not shocking.
Yeah.
I'm mistaken. Late around 2023, the information leaked. Some officials which are now working for eThekwini municipality, they're also involved in this issue in terms of Umuva Imali and paying some of those other guys and trying to bribe some other people involved in the prosecution of the guys who are right now behind bars. Yeah. So lama developments lawa awasithusi kakhulu thina ngoba we knew about this thing long ago. Mhlambe ke abanye abantu ngabathusa ngoba bona bayaqala ukuzwa ukuthi kwenzakalani. Lastly, iyasizakele into lena ngoba now we're getting somewhere. All these people, abebelo bethi bona no, they were not involved. The information is now official. It's public. They have to go there and clear themselves. They had to go there and say, imali oyihambisa eyani. Kufanele uchaze. Ngoba manginikwa wena nje Mboma isikhwama uthi angisihambise ngiyabekisa kuBlose. Kwakhe eNewlands, I have to ask you to lesikhwama lesisinani because I can't be driving this kwama ngingasazi sinani. So those guys have to go there to explain whether my voice recording. And we must thank that intelligence officer who is still in hiding for that, because some of these voice recordings, he is the one who was able to obtain them from our telecom companies. And he was circulating them to the media to say this was planned by the state together, by some rogue elements within the state, together with rogue elements in the ANC and rogue elements within Umzimkhulu municipality and in the Kwala region of the ANC.
Cabanga ukuthi uyayizola ke nawe mbukeli lapha ngasekhaya kuningi kakhulu la osekuthe kwavela nokuyikhona mhlambe ke okwenza ukuthi ke sibone kakhulukazi the past 2 months or a month la udaba lika Magaqa liphinde libuya futhi ke ikakhulukazi ke luzoba seyithebeni lizoba semehlweni ke labe izindaba. That's the reason why as a podcast affirmation sithe nathi no ake silandele siphinde sikwazi ukuthi sibuye silibuyekeze ukuthi ngabe ikuphi okwenzakalayo. Njengoba usuzwile konke okuningi omunye ongaphakathi ose umsolwa manje othe wasegeqa amagula ke esho ukuthi ikuphi nakuphi ke okunye osekuthe kwenzeka noma athi khona sekwenzakalile. Yebo khona siyazi ukuthi konke kusesenkantolo siyo nalabo akuthiwa basalisa asavelela amagama abo nabo nje akukho la ukuthiwa sebebekwe icala khona cha, kodwa kuyikho ukuthi ke kuzolandela umthetho up until kuze kuvela ukuthi iqiniso ke loluna lime kanjani. Ila ngizofaka khona wena ke la Njomane ikakhulukazi ke wena njengomhlaziyi ke wezepolitiki, because uma sikhuluma iqiniso, uma siza kulezi zinto lezi zokubulawa nokubulalana kosopolitiki esifundazweni KwaZulu Natal ayintsha le isiyenzakalile. So mhlawumbe umunye engabuza ukuthi ikhona nalesi ibiza genuine political will to resolve ikakhulukazi lama so called high profile cases okubulalana kosopolitiki.
I think before ama rogue elements in either the state or even the ruling party or African National Congress. If it was legitimately rogue elements, I would say there might be a political will. Unfortunately, a culture of behavior between these different political parties and actors that think that in order to contest political power, ultimately arguisha now my comrades army, the last thing that will happen is that I'll take you out. And so we do have a culture like KZN, unfortunately, that's quite violent. We have a violent history, a violent past. Even politically, the connections between politicians as well as the taxi industry and the nature of violence inside the taxi industry itself has driven us quite far in terms of just contesting for positions. And what's important here as well is recognizing some people have analyzed the contestation at local government kakhulukazi umayelana nalale mithuba lokuthi first ngifuna ukube ikhansela, which means I have access to a job for instance, but beyond that kunalento esinayo esingakayikhulumi kahle South Africa ukuthi sishintsha kanjani the entrepreneur system, the tendering system. We say kunama tender adjudication boards. How different are those tender adjudication boards from political parties and politicians and political actors that are looking to try and gain something out of that process. So ilokho nje ngicabanga ukuthi kumele kulungiswe leyo culture, kumele ishintshwe, where it seems like we resolve a lot of things through violence, but ultimately through contestation yethu is not a value-based contestation. It's about how do we eat sidlanini thina. And so njengoba kade khuluma la uMnumzane Mavusa about the Youth League, for instance, there's been a stifling of youth voice, particularly when you look at Indlela uKhongolose hasn't been able to reawaken that sort of generation of youth league that we had back in 2011. There was a sense back then my clever blacks, a culture of anti-intellectualism inside the ANC, and it seems even in this instance there was a culture at least of ukuthi indaba zethu asigcine zodwa singayivezi ngaphandle. Wherever there's a contestation, even now umfowethu lo obe umngane kaMagaqa, he's the one who's going to the media and he's saying ukuthi angisab lutho ngifuna ukuthi bonke labantu bakhonjwe baboshwe. You can see even on his life there's a challenge, and so what is there to be done if that culture doesn't shift?
And while you're still on that makes me think ukuthi like right now mawubheka ukuthi le case le isikliphi izinga nanokuthi ikupho okunye okusazovela, mhlawumbe ubheka ubona ukuthi kungaba nomthelelo ikakhulukazi ke mhlawumbe size sibone kuba khona uqhekeko ngaphakathi kuyona iANC just because of yona nje.
I think there should be, if the organization was willing to change its ways. It's a regeneration, renewal. If the political party, especially reflecting from Mama electoral results, ends in the national election, a contestation next year, 2026 local government, and think about genuine renewal and what would it mean to purge themselves of all of the bad elements, the so-called rogue elements. Some have said, have alleged ukuthi ngokuhamba kwama comrades amanya gcina sehambe ne-MK mhlambe sekuzoba ngonywana kodwa uyabona ukuthi ama elements asasele, and it's somehow in the DNA, and of course kuyashintsheka. It's possible to change behavior if politicians are interested in changing that behavior.
Ngizothanda nawe ukuthi mhlambe ube khona okushoyo kulokho ikakhulukazi because that what I was also thinking when like yonke lento yenzeka. I was like le mhlambe ingenzeka ukuthi ibe nanomthelela ekuthenini mhlambe iANC yona isebenza kanjani kakhulukazi ukulungiselela ukhetho lohulumeni basemakhaya.
Unfortunately, according to my understanding, the hands of the ANC are tied in this matter for two reasons. they've already been weakened by MK Party. They've taken a large chunk of their members. So now they are always cautious how they deal with our members, more especially the rogue elements. I'm sure we have seen with Western Cape, Ulin Brown is back. She's an advisor. Ulin Brown was the Minister of Public Enterprises during the era of the Guptas. She helped the Guptas to capture Transnet or Prasa and all these other state companies. Now, the reason why they are unable to deal with her it is because if they act against her, she may just join the MK Party and find a home. They are unable to deal with Uzandile Gumede eThekwini because support and she may decide to join the MK Party. Remember, Uzandile Gumede what to step aside, but we are one at the ANC. We remember Usinje ahead of our elections last year, why campaign. They are unable to deal with Novla Mokonyane. Because Novla Mokonyane, we all know, she was a beneficiary, a corruption process. It's not even an allegation. It's out there. They're unable to deal with it. Yeah, so it won't be easy to deal with rogue elements that are involved in this case, because that will mean the end of the ANC, more especially in KwaZulu-Natal. You remember what it wrote in KwaZulu-Natal, ku-ANC, kune branch yaseDondotha ekayichaza le nto le in a brief statement. The rot in KwaZulu-Natal started around 2015 when uSihle Zikalala was elected in that conference. He said Pietermaritzburg, that was later set aside by the Pietermaritzburg High Court. Those guys, they were present, man. They manipulating every policy of the ANC. Just membership yakhe inyamalale ungavoti njani. They won that conference. There's something uSihle Zikalala did after that conference, after winile. Wahamba wavunga eShayamthetho as the EMPL. Because you remember at that time I was chairperson of province. And wife ungena ku-cabinet. Wahamba wavunga. Zikalala immediately after efungile wenza into engakazenziwa. I think he's the only person who's done that thing.
The chair of the
Exactly.
bigger,
I know wahlala check kaPrimi.
Supreme, yes.
Wasukuma nje what make good for wahlala esihlalo. And lapha kune sitting arrangement. So the road started there, and they are yazenza le nto up until this point. Ngeke uzudile nayo manje. It should take maybe 2 decades to undo the damage that those guys have done in the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal.
Ngicabanga ukuthi olunye lolu daba lolu esizolokhu sikwazi ukuthi silandelile, and it's very interesting, and it's going to be very interesting to see ukuthi ngabe kuzohamba kanjani. Ningathuki nje nani babukeli uma ukuthi siphinde siyawabiza ama-guest ethu, as long as kukhona amanye ama-new developments enzakalayo, so phinde sinidinge futhi. Podcast Affirmation, Mugeli, please make sure you subscribe, you follow us, you share, and you also interact in our comments. Lokhu kubalekile kakhulu kuthina. Sizohlezi nje sikulethela zonke indaba ikakhulukazi eyithinta is either ukubusa kwezwe, eyithinta ezepolitiki, nje general news ikakhulukazi ke nazo eyithinta umphakathi. Wenze isiqiniseko sokuthi you subscribe and you follow us. Njomane, ngicela ukubuya kuwena. Le yenzeke la ngenkathi sibona abantu abasha. I'm talking about a group layer yomalema nabo omagaqa. That's when we saw izwi labantu abasha ngempela kwipolitiki. There are a lot of things ezenzeka nezashintsha ezazikhona ngaphakathi kwinhlangano ebusayo, but through their voice those things they were able to change. And then all of a sudden after a few years sibona this young promising leader is being killed now. Elwela ini iqiniso, right? Yenzani le kumuntu omusha othi naye mhlambe ngelinye ilanga ngifuna ukulwela izwi lami, ngelinye ilanga ngifuna ukungena kwezepolitiki, o mhlambe nosengenile politiki, ayimlahlise nithemba.
Beyond ukulahleka kwethemba uyusabe usabela impilo yakho, usabela impilo zabantu osondelene nabo, ngoba uma ubona ukuthi inhloso yokungena kwipolitiki it's either ukuthi ngingenele ukulekelela ngempela ngisiza umphakathi ngimele iqiniso, o ngingenelela ngoba kungazi ukuthi kuseyisikhathi sami nami sokuthi ngithole mhlambe imadlana leyo. And so when your priorities aren't straight in that sense, iyakulimaza leyo nto, and it might harm your ability to train future leaders. Ngoba abantu abasha have been key not only in the African National Congress but in South Africa's history in terms of changing things for the better. Okwamanje, it seems as though thiwa abahlala eceleni balinde isikhathi sabo, kodwa isikhathi sabo uma besebelethwa futhi nakhona they are let in by gatekeepers who are likely their political handlers. Their political handlers in the sense of certain political actors who are older, who have more experience, who do so for the purposes of using their constituency. So umuntu omusha most of the time kuthiwa une energy, you have a voice, you have the ability to mobilize on the ground. Uma unaleyo three capacities kapolitiki, you are a very useful tool. Ugcina usuyithuluzi kuphela kodwa ungabi wena ovela ngaphambili. If you look at the changes that have happened in parliament, for instance, yebo, there's a slight increase of the youth demographic, but if you look at the population size of young people in this country, uyabona ukuthi abantu abasha aren't actually represented ngendlela ekumele ngabe barepresenteka ngayo. And so asibonakali eParliament, asibonakali in our provincial legislatures, asibonakali kwi-executive as abantu abasha. And then on top of that, when we do come into positions such as a PR councillor, a position, by the way, that is proportional representation, kusho ukuthi you didn't contest awards, so you haven't won outright, but the political party sees value in you according to their list or whatever, and they put you in there. So even when we get in by the skin of our necks, it means you don't want us in that space.
So what must change, Njoman? What must change to protect the Wonama future leaders?
Yeah, I think on the one hand, as I said, political culture needs to change. Indlela esengaging ngayo in our politics needs to change. I think the incentives for politicians at the moment are too related to imali. The reason why I wanted to mention that specifically around councillors in particular, you'll find that most councillors who contest and fight using the barrel of the gun is that they have no other economic prospects. That's going to be sustainable and long term. Uthola ukuthi umuntu has been a councillor for 20 years, but you think, what skills have you developed in that space? Ideally, the councillor positions should be for someone that you're grooming to be able to take up major leadership both in your party as well as the country. So the political culture needs to change. State institutions, there are rogue elements in the intelligence service, there are rogue elements in the police. We need to find ways of holding those people accountable meaningfully. Those cases are buried, but we need to name and shame people, put them in front of us so that we know that these are the elements that we've been able to weed out of these institutions. Because if we're whistleblowing, so in the past we've seen whistleblowers being killed. And it's not just Umakata. We've heard many instances, especially during the lockdown period. Some of those whistleblowers have passed away. Some are in hiding overseas, and the state is not helping sufficiently. So I think change of political culture, holding people accountable at state institutions, and ensuring even when the young people in particular come into political leadership, that there's a space for development. Political school, not just related to partisan. So but you must also just learn about the broader political culture, and perhaps this national dialogue will start to build some of that. Beyond my political party, I'm working also for South Africa and the future that this continent deserves.
Kufanele mhlambe siphinde sihlangane sikhulume nale national dialogue ngoba ngibonile and ngithema ngibheka ngibonile ngazi ukuthi sibaningi esinga understand ukuthi kwenzakalani. Bamavoice ngeke ngikushiye ngaphandle le ibalekile. Sithembele kunini abafowethu ukuthi kube yinini enihambani nixoshele indaba.
Ugade uthi uyisho kanjani leyo?
Ngiyakuzwa. But la ngibheke khona ile engizama ukuthi kunina ke as ama journalist mhlambe kuyakubenzima kanjani kangakanani ninayo yini mhlambe nani ingcindezi eniyibhekane nayo ikakhulukazi covering ama political violence ikakhulukazi not only KZN in South Africa?
No, I think the issue of political violence ikakhulu izinze kakhulu KwaZulu-Natal. I'm sure you know why. It's because of the history of the violence. Remember what the apartheid government tried to divide the Zulu nation along a political line. The IFP and ANC bafuna le UDF Yeah, but kumina ke, I'm sure you know me. See, mina, if I want to cover a story, I'm going to cover it at any cost.
Yeah.
Whether you threaten me, but by the way, I always tell them ukuthi ngiyabangenza lutho anyway. Two, naleyo ukuthi ungafuna ukungisabisa ukuthi ngeke ngibhale udaba oluthile ngoba usungisabisile nani. It doesn't work kumina. Angikazi kwamanye ama-journalist, but I think kuma-journalist amancane, you remember ukuthi efieldini kufuna makuphuma abanye obasikhula kufuna kungena abanye.
Yeah.
They can threaten the junior ones. And in fact le nto eyenzeka kwamagaqa leyo ukubulawa kwama-whistleblowers nabanye abantu nokuthreatisha ama-journalist yenza abanye abasemva kwethu basapha athi no, I won't go into politics. I'm sure you know e-newsroom ukuthi wonke umuntu uma efika ufuna ukukhava entertainment. Merely because ke-entertainment hlezi kumnandi nibhala lezi iy'tori ezi-soft.
Yeah.
But in politics we have to take on the corrupt. And we have to take them on every day, every corner, street by street.
Yeah.
It should be hand-to-hand combat. Unfortunately, kuyabalimaza laba abasafuna ukungena emva kwethu, but thina nje as ama-seasoned journalist in politics, it doesn't work. You can threaten me, you can use your friends, you can open fake social media accounts to insult us. It just doesn't work because sisuke thina sifuna uku-expose ukuthi nayo into eyenzakalayo lana imali zomphakathi ayiphathwe ngendlela eqondile.
Yeah.
Sengikhumbula nayo into esho uBrian uMhlongo leyo ukuthi, do you know ukuthi in South Africa the quickest way to get rich is through public office, not through business. Hence we are seeing all these political killings. I was in one European country around 2013.
Yeah.
I was so shocked ubona ime yakhona nje ihambela nje lapha yodwa ihamba nefamily yayo. Ihambela nasebusuku khona iklabha ayithanda ukuya kuyona afika aphuze wayini ahle ney'ngane zakhe bese uyahamba. So I asked, is this the man? Bathi yeah, is the man. Thina why angagadwa? Bathi no, but why agadwe ngoba phela there is no threat. Yabo le nto yobumeya nokukhansela le overseas yenziwa ngothando nje ukuthi mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi umuntu ufuna ukuba yikhansela merely because ukholelwa ukuthi umasipala awuwaklini kahle amapaki, so yena feels ukuthi hey mangingaba yikhansela awuphusha istaff ukuthi bakhe
Awenza kahle lo msebenzi.
yeah, le mali nje ayithola akuyona imali etheni ngoba vele unamabhizinisi akhe eceleni nomfundile noma nezinto ey'thile.
Yeah.
Yabo leyo nto leyo kwenza ukuthi nje abantu bangene lapha kulawo ma-offices la merely because of uthando and to boost ama-CVs abo. You look at nje issue kaTrump. uTrump is a billionaire. Well, we know ukuthi he's a rock president, but he's a billionaire. Yena le nto yakhe ukuba upresident nje usengena le nto uthathi ngaye ngaliphathi izwe.
Yeah.
But in South Africa noma in Africa ama-politicians they go there to get rich quick. I'm sure you know elokishini kuvele ngene umuntu abe yikhansela, umuntu ebenihlala naye angene abe yikhansela within 3 months umfazi wakho usenamathenda 4-room kahulumeni usudiliziwe sebahoya isitezi sebadrive ama-double cab ingane zakhona zeyifunda eDurban North, yabona. So uma singaqeda leyo nto leyo ukuthi asiyiyeke lento ukuthi sibone ukuthi indlela yokuceba ukuba yikhansela nokusebenza amasipala. Uthola ukuthi njalo lo muntu ocebayo njalo lona nesikole samhlula. Now we-encourage le culture leyo ukuthi even if isikole singihlula noma ngiba yi-drop out e-university, I will still contest i-position yokuba yikhansela noma ngingene kupolitiki within 3 or 4 years ngizobe sengi-rich. Singaphela-ke nalokubulalana ngoba kuyimanje nje uma ubuka labantu ababulalanayo vele abathanda ukubulala kakhulu. Yilo muntu obonayo ukuthi the only way mina ukuthi ngiphile le mpilo engifuna ukuyiphila ukuthi ngibe kupolitiki. So uma ukwangena uwusikhakha nongene wame endleleni yakhe uyakhuzuza.
Ekhodlozi.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, ngiyacabanga sezinye zezinto lezi kuhamba ngempela kufanele ukuthi zilungiswe kubukekala ukuthi indlela yokubusa ngayo izwe iyona yini, ayikho enye indlela mhlawumbe okungashintshwa ngayo yini. Sesiya ngasemaphethelweni Mavusi. Singalindelani umbuzo usamile. Just ngabe is it a justice delayed as we revisiting lolu story sikaSindiso Magaqa? So in the next 2-3 months down the line kulesi story sikaMagaqa yini mhlawumbe esingayilindela nokumele silindele?
A lot is going to happen in the coming 8 months. So khumbula ukuthi mhla ka-26 but towards the end of this month umnumzana uSibusiso Ncema will be sentenced. Sizobona isigwebo sakhe sisothini. But I think he will be state witness. So
So mhlawumbe before you
Yeah.
continue, just ukwenzela nalaba abanye abangayazi kahle ukuthi umzane uNcengwa
Oh.
ubani yena.
umnumzane uNcengwa uyena lona oconfessile lo khiphe ohlanze lonke leqiniso ukuthi ubani ababebulala uMagaqa, ubani abakhokha, ubani abalanda imali kanjani, wayebulawelana.
Yeah.
Uyena-ke lo confessile.
Alright.
Ijaji li-acceptile ukuthi use-plead guilty. He has been found guilty. Kufanele agwetshwe-ke towards the end of this month.
Yeah.
Iyona-ke i-sentence yakhe ezositshela ukuthi i-direction ye-case yaphi manje.
Mhm.
Ngoba with my understanding of covering ama-cases akanje, cabanga uzoba i-state witness. Mhlambe inkantolo ingamnika u-30 years.
Mhm.
Bese uba state witness mhlambe after mayezo testify honestly and akhulume lonke iqiniso and get all these other rocks convicted. Inkantolo mhlambe ingathi after 10 years akathole i-parole. We also remember ukuthi they've already served lesikhathi abasilele siyabhala.
Siyabhala.
Yeah. So ungathola ukuthi mhlambe maye testify kahle kwaboshwa nabo bonke laba abanye abasakhona basaphila. Mhlambe ungathola ukuthi by 2027 2028 he's out. But the key is that fanele testify against them. And leyo nto leyo izosiza stage ukuthi kuboshwe nalabo abangaphandle manje. Yeah.
And kwavele kwamanje uNcengwa ngithi akayedwa lapha ngaphakathi.
Yeah, bakhona abanye abawu-3 abangaphakathi.
Yes.
But
I
bona
think omunye
more
wabo is a former police, right?
yeah,
Yes.
former police.
Mm.
And ilamaro elements ebesikhuluma ngawo. And mase sibheka-ke laphana laba abanye abafuni ukuconfessa. Yabo ngoba ibona bekufanele bakhiphe enye information. But kusho ukuthi bona they are prepared to go down with all these other guys. But ke information ka Mr. Ncengwa I think isiza kakhulu nalokuthi ubengakhuluma nje kuphela ukuthi ubani wenzani. Kunama recordings alezo zinto lezo.
Yeah.
Zizosebenza-
The way that
Exactly.
statement was detailed.
Yeah, and also nama recordings nje eloko esephuma manje ukuthi ngakhuluma nobani ngosipolithile na what uyabona. Now they can't claim ukuthi no this is AI no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe lastly, I saw you also updated ukuthi umndeni wakho uMagaqa uyacela ukuthi akube khona umuntu ababhekana naye intatheli uma
Yes.
bukeka sengazuthi lokhu zibafuna ama-interviews into kanjalo.
Yeah, I think i-issue yakhona ngoba bengikhuluma nesisi wakhona. I-issue yakhona isuke ekuthenini lolu daba lolu sensitive bona babalekela ukuthi bangalukhulumi ngoba lisasenkantolo luzoze lwenza abanye ofele babaleke. So isuka lapho hence bathi bona akube ulwazi Magaqa the initial spokesperson noThabiso Zulu.
Okay.
2, you'll also remember ukuthi ibhlungu indaba yale ya family. uSindiswa Magaqa had a wife and kids. Abantu be-ANC oPule Mabena abanye ababekhona lapha they went to the family during the together. But we'll look after the kids of Magaqa and then after they disappeared. So the family ngicabanga ukuthi they are still hurt. You know when you are hurt you don't want to talk about something that happened to you because every day mawukhuluma ngayo ifusa lezi lonto babalekela lokho. Kodwa nje in the main what I picked up from the sister masikhuluma izolo it's just that the case senkantolo bona they want to see justice. Mhlambe after all these other guys are arrested and convicted then the family can start speaking to the media.
What about the ANC Youth League? What are they saying? Have they said anything in a statement?
Those guys did something very interesting the other day. Immediately after Mr. Ncengwa pleaded guilty and his plea was accepted in court. Kune WhatsApp group media, they sent out a statement about the matter. Before you could even read it, they deleted it. Yeah, that's one thing I picked up. And mina ke experience le nto le yangitshela ukuthi le statement ikhona owabajathe delete that thing. Must delete. But ngabona ukuthi kwabathatha isikhathi ukudelete from their Facebook page. I'm not sure whether it's still there or not, but nje ngabona sisakhona. Ngasifunda but they were just waffling. You know, le nto le ibela kule nto ibisho O'Brien ukuthi i-Youth League ifana nento engekho manje ngoba they are being handled somewhere. They are being told what to say and what not to say. Yeah, if i-Youth League kulesa sikhathi sabo Sindiswa Magaqa noma Lema lolu daba lolu ngabe isisukumele kabi ngoba here is a confession that is now public and it's official and the man has been convicted. Yeah.
Okay. No.
Ekho umuntu ongathi manje I'm being defamed because the matter is in court. I-judge li-acceptile as it is. They convicted the killer. He's not even now a suspect, he's a killer. Yeah. So they should be NCP should be acting, but they are not acting. Oh well, we know how they operate.
Okay, we just hope ukuthi nathi mhla sibabiza sibacela ukuthi abeze la kwi-podcast affirmation bazoza bakwazi ukuthi beyikhulumele sibuyekeza ke udaba la ikakhulukazi olubuhlungu kakhulu lokudlula emhlabeni amanye ama-leaders adlule emhlabeni ngokubulawa uSindisa Magaqa ungomunye was very very much promising ikakhulukazi ke esingasho ukuthi la nje manje kuba kuthiwa mhlambe usekhona ngabe ngomanye wabantu abakuma positions aphezulu kakhulu ikakhulukazi ke lapha ku-government but ngicela ukuthi sigoqe ngawe la Njomani ikakhulukazi ngifuna sibheke ngasesayidini lokuthi is there any different, is there any improvement as unyaka neminyaka uhamba endlela okwenzeka ngayo ikakhulukazi kuma sibuka i-justice system yethu as South Africa, specifically not only mhlambe sivule sithi broader singasabuki i-political killing, just killings nje siwayeke futhi amaphoyisa ukuthi ayawabamba abantu ayabahupha ayababamba abanye bayadubleka ngandlela thize but ngendlela nje justice system yethu esebenza ngayo as South Africans ingabe mhlambe is there any improvement or
So singasho ukuthi from a public sentiment point of view, indlela mhlambe imphakathi efila ngayo, most of them don't feel ukuthi kukhona improvement. Kusakhona le sentiment ukuthi justice is accessible for those who have access and who have money. Uma unemali, unamandla, u-connected politically, or kuyi-justice kuwena kusheshe kufike kuwena. That's the sentiment that most people are feeling. Of course, there have been many averments, especially in njengoba sekuzophela i-service period ye-NDPP, National Director of Public Prosecutions, uShamela Batohi, ukhulunywa ukuthi njengoba kumele abuye ezolungisa izinto ku-NPA, kwi-National Prosecuting Authority, usewenzile nawo umsebenzi wakhe, siyachuliseka na. And most people are saying asichulisekile, and their political parties even calling for a head at this point. Even though she's meant to be leaving in January 2026, kuthiwa kwayimanje asimfune khona. And so that's what the public sentiment is saying. Ngenxa yokuthi the most public court cases, the ones where it felt like either politically there's a lot at stake, or even in terms of the safety of women and children, cases of GBV, the Omotoso case, there's a sense that the NPA isn't tasking the best people inside the NPA to handle these cases or handle them in a way that gives the weight of the case to those spaces. And so kunento ukuthi usakuthi la kumele siye khona.
What about the civil society and also the media? Yini mhlawumbe bengayenza ngcono nayo ukufaka ingcindezi?
Into ekhona ukuthi akhona ama-institutions, the laws are there, the policies are there. It seems as though the same thing that happens when it comes to elections, when the IEC puts out calls and says sifuna ukuqasha abantu abazosebenzela on election day, ama-professionals, people who have the capacity, are not the ones who are primarily asking to be a part of the elections on that day. And then we complain when elections don't go the way we hope that they would, ngoba nakho mhlawumbe abantu lack capacity. And angisho ukuthi abantu abangena experience abangaqashwa, but kuyenzeka ukuthi for higher positions kudingakala abantu abanobuchwepheshe, and those people are not applying for the jobs. And with NPA specifically, it seems as though most prosecutors have moved out of public service and have gone into private companies because they are more lucrative, they pay more, but also the caseload is much lighter. So izinto ey'kanjalo ziyenzeka. But from a civil society and a media perspective, kubalulekile ukuthi sikhulume ngendaba zo-Moorane Commission. All of these commissions that are set up without the capacity to follow through on the recommendations of these commissions. Kumele sibuze kabanzi ngezwe nje sekuthiwa kumele kube khona national dialogue and other things, ukuthi how do you make sure that those things have teeth, ukuthi after sekukhulunyiwe, after sekuzwiwe amaqiniso, what is the follow through, what is the follow on, how do we ensure ukuthi NPA and the police do the work after that? And also we must protect our heroes and heroines that are in the public service. Bakhona abantu abasebenzayo abayimiselayo in that sense. As Uma also has spoken about this intelligence officer, for instance, we have Commissioner Mkwanazi in this province, and so there are other stakeholders that we need to make sure we help elevate their voices, so that the general sentiment looks bad. There are some people who are willing and to work for you.
Njomani, asibambe. Angibonge kakhulu bahlonishwa. Siyabonga kakhulu Njomani ngesikhathi sakho mfethu. Mavosi, mhlambe siya kwi youth day. babhizi ngibonile. Why KZN? Why
Contestation
umlazi?
You know, if you want to win elections in
Yeah.
South Africa, you won't afford to overlook KZN. Yeah,
True.
KZN yona province and population number 2 in South Africa. And so abantu base KZN bayavota.
Yeah.
3, i-impact ye-MK party in KwaZulu Natal. I-MK party limaze wonke umuntu in terms of politics. Ayilimazanga enzi kuphela.
Yeah.
Yalimaze IFP. In fact, if MK party was not around, the IFP would be governing the province, maybe probably with the DA. Yeah. So i-EFF ke yalimala Nkosi yami ngoba nje buka ukuthi basele na 2 seats
Province, yeah.
Yeah.
and bazolimala kakhulu next year local government elections. Ungayinaki le chaos oyibona lapha ke MK party. Those guys are angry. They want to prove a point next year and they are going to prove it in a term. Hence we are seeing that battle oyibona lapha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ngibonile King Zolithini EFF MUT IFP
and then the MK parties will be Claremont.
Claremont.
Yeah.
Zonke ngomhla June 16.
Yeah, June 16. So it's basically Berkeley Crown. And then don't underestimate the MK party.
They're still working.
They're still working and they are on the ground.
Yeah.
I've noticed ukuthi they've decimated the ANC there. Angisayibona ibranch ANC lapha. You hardly see a person wearing it. The ANC.
Yeah.
You only see those guys who are benefiting from uMaspala, but everyone you only see beneficiaries wearing izinto ze-ANC. But right now mawuhamba nje wamashe estradini MK bese ubona ne-EFF ne-IFP kancane, but you hardly see the ANC. And i-ANC kufanele inuka amakhwapha ngoba at some point i-ANC was the dominant party in KwaZulu Natal.
Yeah.
But now isibantu nje abasekho.
Mahlonishwa, ngiyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi senu.
Siyabonga mnumzane.
Podcast affirmation igama lami uSihle ngwasikhakhane. Nakanjani ngiyakuthembisa. Qinisekisa ukuthi ke you subscribe, you make sure ukuthi ke you follow our pages. Sizoleke sikulethela nje kancane lokho konke ufuna ukwazi kakhulukazi nje ubasazi ukuthi ngonyaka ozayo siya kuma local government elections, so sizolokhu sikubhekele nje. It's something that has to do with politics, something that has to do with government, and also more importantly something that has to do eyenzeka kuwena emphakathini wakho lapho ngasekhaya. Qinisekisa ukuthi awusukule ekhaya. Siyabonga kakhulu.